What's up, YouTube? Nightmare Lunatic Omega here, and today I wanted to talk about something a little bit more depressing. You know, I've recently been dealing with alopecia, and it's for people who don't know what it is. It's a condition where you get patches, bald patches on your head. Some of them begin to overlap. It's not treatable. I mean, it's not curable. There are treatments for it, but there's no success rate on stopping it. So little by little, I had shaved the sides originally, and then it was a mohawk, and then I started to get bald patches in the back of my head. So I was like, okay, that can go. And yesterday I went to take a shower, and I noticed that there was when I was washing my hair, that there was a bald patch, a significant bald patch on the top of my head. So I had to shave my head, and it's been very difficult, dealing with it, because I'm the type of person that I like having hair on my head, and the fact that I had to get rid of it, after making so much progress and growing it out was it was heartbreaking. It does have me in a depressed mindset at times, because it's like I feel different from everybody else. I feel like an outcast. Like everybody has, like, if I have something that not too many people have to deal with. Another thing I wanted to talk about was this Colin Kaepernick situation. I'm a firm believer in freedom of speech. And I'm not going to sit here and ignore the fact that racism is at an all-time high. Me being a Hispanic male, I do get a lot of criticism from racists that think that they're better. And then, I notice African American and other Hispanic males getting taunted by other people because, the people messing with them are superior to them. No race is superior to any other person, particular race or anything like that. It's all about what you can contribute to society. I've seen a lot of successful people with an outstanding vocabulary who have bachelor's degrees or 2 bachelor's degrees and an associate's degree and all of this nonsense, and they're not Caucasian. They're some of them are African American, some of them are Hispanic. Everybody has the intelligence to accomplish anything that they want to do in life. That's an automatic given. I'm not saying that knowledge is just gonna come in the snap of a finger, because it doesn't work like that. You have to put in work, and you have to put in time, and you have to invest time in school, and you have to make the right decisions, day in and day out. But at the end of the day, it can happen for you. Colin Kaepernick had during the preseason opener refused to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, not the Pledge of Allegiance, the national anthem. And a lot of people were very ticked off about this, because they feel like, one doesn't have to do with the other. Yes, he plays football. He's an American football player, correct. But at the same time, just like I'm human, just like the person who may watch this video is human, just like Barack Obama is human, just like the Russian president, what's this guy's name? Vladimir Putin. Everybody is human. We all have our own characteristics, attributes, features, strengths, and weaknesses that separate us from others. What works for one person may not work for another. But this guy, he managed to do something that nobody has had the balls to do, and that is stand up for something that he believes in. He decided to take a stand and do it in a place that, yes, is going to garnish a lot of negative attention worldwide. But there is people that back him up, and I'm one of them. I'm not a 49ers fan, and I'm not a Colin Kaepernick fan. I'm a diehard Packers fan. Aaron Rodgers, Jordy Nelson, the whole works. But my hat's off to that man, because he is taking the backlash like a mature adult, while everybody else is acting like immature children about the situation. At the end of the day, we all have freedom of speech. We all have freedom of expression to do to demonstrate. We also have the freedom to protest. As long as he's not physically assaulting someone or being disrespectful towards someone, he has the right to protest because it is a not he's not conducting it in an act of violence or in the act of a hate crime. He's doing it to raise awareness, to get people to open their eyes up, because every day there's somebody being killed over a race crime. There's somebody being assaulted or locked up, or just being mistreated because of their race, and that's not cool. This isn't me saying Black Lives Matter. This isn't me saying White Lives Matter. This isn't me saying Hispanic Lives Matter. All lives matter. But it's just like Obama was about to say during his presidential speech before he was cut off on national television, and nobody made a big deal about it. At this moment, African American lives are what's being targeted by police and by civilians. Hispanic men and women being mistreated and having racial slurs thrown at them because nobody has the balls to step up and say that's not right. And that's what Colin Kaepernick is trying to get people to understand. I've seen videos on YouTube and on Facebook because of what the bullshit that Donald Trump has spewed, talking about that he is going to put all illegals back across the border and have them build the wall without having to spend any U.S. tax money. That is a blatant misuse of power. When you step into presidency, you're supposed to do things that's going to benefit. And yes, while they're illegals, they came here for one reason: to try and get the luxury that everybody else has and takes advantage of. This so-called American dream is not just for Americans. They're stuck in poverty. We're here with work, with clothes, and all this other nonsense, luxuries that they can't have because our society frowns upon them. And that's not cool. At the end of the day, we have more important things to worry about than a football player refusing to stand for the national anthem. Every day, more and more lives are being killed because of senseless stupidity that is occurring in our society on a daily basis that nobody wants to acknowledge. And while I agree with what Colin Kaepernick says, I also agree with the fact that people are blind to what's going on in the world, and it's not their fault. It's not. Because a lot of times society puts blinders in front of our eyes so we only see what we want to see instead of seeing the truth. I'm from Paterson, New Jersey. I've lived in Paterson, New Jersey for 20 years. I just recently moved out a couple of months ago. But I love my city because it's taught me so much about life and has taught me how harsh reality and the world is. But at the same time, I don't like my city for what it's become, because Paterson, New Jersey has become a wasteland. You have people getting killed. You have people getting assaulted, jumped, brutalized, gang-on-gang violence, race, people getting attacked because of their race, and it's ridiculous, I don't want to live in a city where I don't know when my day will come that somebody will attack me. And that's just the way I feel. One last thing I want to talk about but let me end this real quick. Stop being so hard on Colin Kaepernick. The guy is only doing what he feels is right. The guy is making a very bold statement by doing what he's doing because it can have a very positive outcome in the long run. So let's just try and cut the guy some slack. He's human, and humans we tend to make decisions that we feel is best. Everybody does it. So there's no need to dramatize the situation and make it a worldwide phenomenon because one man decides not to stand during the national anthem because it's not that big of a deal. It's just an act of protest. Another thing I want to talk about is I will. I'm gonna still do. I'm gonna still try to. Never mind. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna try to look up places that can do treatments for my alopecia to help slow down the hair loss rate. And it's not because of I'm insecure about it or anything like that. It's because I want to. I like having hair on my head, and the fact that I can't have it because my hair, the hair loss is substantial, kind of bothers me. But I will be keeping you guys updated on that as it goes down. I want to thank everybody for watching, who watches this video. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and yeah. So until next time, be safe. I love you. Be nice to each other, and stay cool. Bye.